I'm very happy to be here for the launch of the European Year of Citizens. The fact that we have such a year shows just how far we've come in such a short time.
I believe constructive criticism does not pose a threat to the European project, but pessimism and indifference do. And this Year of Citizens offers new opportunities for helping to shape the European Union of the future. I want to see a real debate on how the European Union should evolve in the years to come, both in the economic and the political sense, a debate which engages every citizen. That is why we are here today.
I want to know, does the panel really feel the EU is doing enough to tackle and end the economic crisis?
We will not have done enough, and we should never feel we have done enough until we have people back at work, and in particular, until we have employment opportunities for young people.
Europe is not just Brussels. Europe is Dublin as well. Europe is Madrid, or Lisbon, or Athens, or Berlin, or Paris. So the honest answer to you is, yes, Europe has been doing a lot, but we need to do more.
To get a regular youths in here, it's a very difficult task. But if they see it on YouTube, if they see it on Facebook and the likes, I'm sure they could get even that tiny bit of enthusiasm to write a comment and just form an opinion. So even if the word about this debate is spread through social media, I'm sure it will be, yeah.
Which is basically the growth that comes.
We have the European Parliament with us. She was a rapporteur on the creation of the European Year of Citizens. Now, you see, it is not the Commission doing that alone. It is the Commission doing it together with the European Parliament. Those people you have elected, I mean the 500 million citizens all over the place. And Antigone is representing now the elected representatives of the people of Europe for the European Year.
The question now is as to whether we will be continuing to work until our early 70s to try and clear our mortgage and meet the ongoing costs.
If we do not want to break the solidarity mechanism which lies in our societies, that young people are paying for the old, whereas the old have been paying for bringing up the young, that means we cannot overstretch our systems of retirement, because at a certain moment the young people won't agree anymore of paying a huge amount of their income in order us to have a retirement.
I am wondering, how are you working to achieve policy that addresses issues like the gender pay gap and to achieve 75% employment, particularly for both men and women?
Gender pay gap is a nightmare and so unfair. Because we do have European laws since a long time saying for equal work, equal pay. Women become mothers. Now it seems that men don't become fathers. And I would like, yes, this is part of the problem. We need men and women together and not men alone and women in a corner.
Vivian is responsible for pioneering one of the most important initiatives in this area in the last number of years, which is the target of 40% minimum of gender representation, one way or the other.
A lot of older workers across Europe who are lucky to have jobs will have to work into their later years. And in a sense, we're blocking jobs for young people. Now, what can be done apart from the Youth Guarantee?
If young people are going to continue to have faith in democracy, in the political system, in the European project, then we have to give them some hope for the future.
What is the EU doing to restore the fundamental principle of solidarity, which is at the heart of the European project?
The whole question of solidarity being at the heart of Europe, and there has been, as well as a democratic deficit that people have observed, maybe a deficit in solidarity as well.
President Barroso was speaking to you. He's the president of the Commission coming from small Portugal. I'm the first vice president coming from small Luxembourg. So you can really not speak that in this European Union we have the discrimination of small nations. No, it is a chance for small nations to survive. Let me tell you as a Luxembourger, in between two big blocks, the Germanic and the Roman bloc, we would have lost our language, we would have lost our independence, we would have lost our cultural diversity. Wouldn't it have been for Europe? Well, there is no conclusion. It is a beginning. And it is also important that you know that your voice counts. And we need a European Union which has the agreement of the citizens. And what citizens are going to say all over Europe in the next weeks and the next months is going to feed into our policy report on the citizens' dialogue. It is a beginning of a new adventure, an adventure together where politicians are listening.
What would you think their priorities, as they still probe themselves into we can no longer be complacent, and that came from Angela?
Having the parliament split between Brussels and Strasbourg.
I had quite few interesting ideas and questions, and those answers gave me a bigger picture about the European plan for like the Commissioner plan for the Europe for the coming years.
It's always excellent when you're face to face with those, what I call the big people, the remote people, but they came to us, and that was important to me anyway. They came to us and they listened to us and responded to us.